phone go back over there, or is it?
It'll echo.
So, I think Elmer will tell you, I'm never short on words. Anytime somebody asks me if I speak, I was told one time. Never to turn down an opportunity to speak. So I want to make sure that I did that tonight. If you guys can't hear me because I dropped I'm just really lazy, so my arm will fall. So just holler if you can't hear me. So I did a little homework before I came here because I always like to be prepared, and I don't want to rival the Patriots pen fellow here because he's clearly the winner for the night when it comes to essays. So all I could do was get information out of the newspaper. So what I wanted to do was go back in time to 100 years ago and see what was going on in the great state of Washington the year that this department came to be.
Elmer could probably tell you.
He might. Somebody get that man $1. So I'll just read directly out of the newspaper what some of the headlines were from that time. And I actually even copied a little picture that I'll leave here with the commander. So food, its scarcity, not bounty, was uppermost in people's minds as the holidays approached. The Northwest must settle down to a more intensive conservation of food, and more meatless and wheatless days may be expected as a patriotic duty before the winter is over, said a front-page article. The Federal Food Commissioner for the state had just returned from Washington, D.C., where Herbert Hoover instructed Washington State to tighten up along all the lines, especially on wheat and pork products. Even dessert was taking a hit. The ice cream manufacturers of the Pacific Northwest announced they would no longer be making sherbet. Everybody loves sherbet.
Man.
Sherbet is unpatriotic, said the manufacturers. It requires too much sugar. So intern it for the duration of the war. So we all know Commander's a big football person, so in along there were some football information. So from the football beat, North Central High School, I have no idea where that's at. I don't know if any of you guys do. Won the football championship of the city with a resounding 16-0 victory over Lewis and Clark High School, the only other city high school.
Wow.
The two North Central stars were Cop Daniel, who plunged for 1 touchdown, and Donald McPhee, whose pretty dodging, that's in quotations, through the center of the line resulted in another touchdown. So there you have it, folks. Those were the headlines that were going on when this place was brought in with our charter. So, I think Comrade Commander had some really good points about the impacts that the department makes on everybody that it touches. And so, even though, the war was going on then and we started off here, there's been a lot that's happened between now and then. And so, there's a lot to be proud of in this department. And I think everybody here should pat each other on the back and then look back on the accomplishments that you've each had, because all of them have culminated into what we're doing here tonight and what we're celebrating. So congratulations to all of you for hitting that 100-year mark and all the accomplishments that you've got in your own post. So that's a big deal. So I'm glad to be here. I'm happy to be a part of it, and I'll turn this back over to... Not yet? We're going to read the citation. Okay. You want to get that from me?
This one?
Not that.
You in the piece of paper?
Yeah.
Where is that?
Yeah, I'm going to read it. I told you I don't miss an opportunity to speak. Isn't it right, Elmer?
Found it, Ross. Found it.
Hey, you are good for something. I'm just kidding. He's a great guy. I'm sure Commander will tell you that.
I'll get you that $20 later.
All right, so on behalf of the Commander-in-Chief, which I'm very proud to do the business for here, he sends this citation to the Department of Washington, the Veterans of Foreign Wars of the United States. It is an honor to congratulate you upon the occasion of the 100th anniversary of your department. I send my sincere thanks and gratitude to all members of the Department of Washington for your outstanding record of service to the community, to veterans, service members and their families, and to our nation for so many years. The members of the Department of Washington are a pillar of support for your state. Year after year, you have provided superb public service to others. You provide an invaluable network of service to those who have borne the battle, as well as their families, and you advance the health and well-being of those who bear the burden of defending our nation and our way of life. Your continued devotion to protecting and upholding American ideals serve as an inspiration for all to follow, and as a testament to our motto, no one does more for veterans. And on behalf of Commander-in-Chief Hal Roche, he says, my heartfelt congratulations on reaching this landmark. Well done. Signed, Harold Hal Roche, the second Commander-in-Chief.
Oh, look this way, please. Thank you.
On behalf of all of the veterans here in the state of Washington and the Veterans of Foreign Wars Department of Washington, I proudly accept this 100-year citation, which will be hanging in department headquarters. And thank you very much for everyone's support, especially those family members that support your veteran. It is harder to be an auxiliary member and a family member than it is to be us. We know what we are getting ourselves into. You were clueless. You had to be home. You had to make sure the home front was taken care of while we were downrange. And I just want to say how important it is to have the auxiliary and the auxiliary present here. Thank you very much, not only for these 100 years, but for the auxiliary of the state of Washington.
Here, here.